the first year I lived in the dorm that was in Snell Hall. Do you remember that dorm?
The infamous dorm. They took 2 or 3 classrooms on the second floor of the big building and put
12 girls in each room.
6 double-decker beds in each of these rooms. And as I recall, you had orange crates for dressers.
For our makeup. And we had one small bureau, and they were army bunks. Metal army bunks.
And where did you have to go to shower?
Downstairs, all the way down the end of the hall, and down in the cellar of a little gym at the end of that building. And there were 3 showers for 70 girls.
Very convenient.
When I was a student, the campus was down what is now Snell Hall, that belongs to Clarkson. One day, I was president of the student body, and I went into the snack bar and was having a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden, Dr. Fred Crum came in, and he sat down, and we were talking. That was a common thing. Faculty, students all sat together. And then Dr. Al Thatcher came in and sat down too. And then Dr. Crum and Dr. Thatcher started talking. And Dr. Crum was saying, gee, I don't know how in the devil we're going to move that library. They won't give me any funds to move the books up from Snell Hall to this campus. And so I piped right up and said, well, why don't you let the students do it? And he said, yeah, that was a good idea. Yeah. About a month later, he came to me and said, do you really think you could organize the students to move the books? He said, but I've talked to the people in the library, and they've got an idea. So the answer was yes. And on a particular day, we had to cancel all classes, and we started early in the morning. We would walk to the librarian would give a student a bunch of books. They would come up, and there'd be librarians up here. You put them in this particular slot, and all day long it went round and round and round. Clarkson students even helped us, and it was a very successful thing. And I was so proud that, I'd thought of that idea. Well, I know now that the minute I walked in and sat down at that table and Dr. Crum walked in, I was being set up. I knew I was. He never told me that, but I know doggone well it was his idea to start from, not mine.
When I first started going to school here, I lived on Long Island. And I remember the first trip up here, I said to myself, oh my goodness, when is this trip ever going to end? There had just been a storm. We had to stay overnight in Long Lake, of all places. And this was a faraway place. But the thing I came to love about it was really just that. And most of us who came here were the same way. We came a long way to come here. Frankly, none of us had a lot of money, and almost none of us had a car. And so when we were here for the duration. And we found that it was a wonderful socialization experience, a wonderful personal experience. I just came to love this little town and everything in it. And we just enjoyed the heck out of everything here. And the campus always offered a lot of things to do. And it just became our home. When I was here, when I was 18 years old, those bars, on the weekends especially, they just rocked, because there were so many incredible bands here. All these Crane kids who would, play their instruments during the day, and then they'd strap on their guitars and their basses at night and just rock the town. And it was just absolutely fabulous.
And I just remember feeling for the first time in my life, as so many other students I'm sure have experienced, that I was an adult. I was choosing the kind of classes that I wanted. I was choosing the kind of world that I wanted to create for myself. And that was, I don't know, it made me feel like a grown-up. I know it sounds really dorky, but that was really amazing for me. Because I had never experienced that before. And academically, I think one of the most important moments for me was when I realized that during one semester I was just taking one big class. And that every single class that I took seemed to just inform the next. And I was just seeing how everything relates. And it was really remarkable. And I think it had a major effect on me. And I think it's quite possible that because I had that revelation, I knew I wanted to perform. And I didn't really know that before. And I was probably 20 when that happened. And I feel an incredible connection and love for this place because I had that moment here.